Welcome to GTA 5. Today we're going to have a little fun. If I can go to the right section of my phone. And we're going to do Trash Talk and hit on
Hello, this is
law
Pegasus
enforcement.
Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Your beautiful new aircraft is waiting at our nearest airfield. We hope you're very happy, sir.
Is it me or does anybody else find her annoying? Alright, talking wise, I might sound a little slow at times. It's not because I'm stupid or anything, it's just multitasking. I'm not used to being able to actually talk while I do a mission. So, today my crew's not on, or at least not on right now, so we can't really do a whole lot of fun crap. No robbing banks or anything. Well, probably because heist isn't out. So, general topics of discussion, I'll do a few of these. If you have anything you want me to talk about, just bring it up. I generally have an alternate point of view than some people. But today we're going to do law enforcement. Some people hate law enforcement, some people love law enforcement. Over the years, one thing I've learned is people that generally hate law enforcement are people who get punished by law enforcement. Meaning, you either ran a stop sign, you're doing 30 over the speed limit in a school zone, you got caught with pot on you, something like that, and you got punished, whether you got a ticket, you got arrested, whatever. For that, can't really be, you son of a bitch, can't really be pissed off at law enforcement. They are enforcing the law, that's what they're there for. Some things might seem petty, which is actually a general excuse for why you shouldn't, most people use for why they shouldn't get a ticket, like, oh, why are you giving me a ticket? Surely there's more severe crimes going on in the city. It's like, no, not really all the time. You do have cases, fairly often, mostly because you have law enforcement, where banks aren't getting robbed, people aren't getting raped and murdered. There are times throughout the day when that stuff doesn't happen. Mainly because, like I said, you do have law enforcement. So if you get pulled over, get a ticket, whatever. If you use that as a reason for why you shouldn't get a ticket, you're probably going to get one. Other people that generally don't like law enforcement, they feel they're being harassed. You see a lot of YouTube videos for that, where they're in a state where you have an open carry law. And for the love of God, if you see one of those videos, and you're thinking about doing something like that, openly carrying, check with your local state laws, because some states have an open carry law, some don't. If you're in a state that doesn't have an open carry law, and you go around openly carrying a firearm and you get questioned about it, because they don't have an open carry law, they see you with a firearm, they can stop you, and if they don't have the open carry law, chances are you're going to get a felony charge of unlawful possession of a firearm, and if it's loaded, it's going to be unlawful possession of a firearm with intent to go armed. So you're going to end up catching 3 to 5 years in prison just because you had no idea what your local laws were. So don't make that mistake. But when they do videos like that, they normally don't show you the time before the video, mainly because it would kill their point. Where they're walking around, they have either a pistol or one of the weird guys that uses like an AR-15. And what they don't show you is when law enforcement drives by, they look at them and then they keep driving. They're not stopping because they're afraid of the person. It's because they know they're not breaking the law. You gotta stay with an open carry law. You can openly carry a firearm. It's not some huge freaking deal. When they do have to stop, there we go. It's because people have called in. People call 911, which that's the kind of double-edged sword. Is people generally think, oh, well, they're just harassing a law-abiding citizen. It's like, no, somebody's called in, and it's one of those that generally, for vast majority of people that call 911, no matter what it is, the police have to show up. You have a state like an open carry with an open carry law. A bunch of people call in because you got 3 guys walking around fully loaded and decked out AR-15s. The cop shows up. Oh, well, they're being a dick. They're harassing people. They're wasting everybody's time. If they don't show up and the people with the rifles start shooting people, everybody's going to want to turn around. They're going to want the officers fired. They're going to sue the officers, the police department, if they work for the state or the city, county, whatever. They're going to sue the agency that they work for and everything. So it's one of those that if people call 911, they kind of have to show up. That's not really their choice. Half the calls that they go on, they don't want to go on because they're stupid calls and it's a waste of everybody's time, but they have to show up. Some people like law enforcement because, well, their child got raped or their house got broken into or their uncle is molesting their 5-year-old, and the cops show up. They either get the stuff back, prevent them from running off with the stuff, get enough evidence to put the family member in jail or put a rapist in jail. They show up and they solve crimes to make sure people that need to be punished actually get punished. And it's like, yeah, there is a reason to have law enforcement, believe it or not. Sounds like if you don't like law enforcement, there's generally a reason. If you like law enforcement, it's because you understand what they do, what they're dealing with, and everything. So it's like, yeah, kind of a reason. Plus, at the same time, nobody that works for law enforcement will say the system is perfect. It's not. Might be close, but it's not perfect. Plus, when you look at it overall, your two options are law enforcement or martial law. Law enforcement fails to be effective, the government declares martial law, and then we all live in a dictatorship. So, you can have the system how it is now and try to correct the minor errors that are with it. Or we can live in a dictatorship where nobody has any rights and it's basically going to be a mix between V for Vendetta and the movie The Purge. So for me, I would rather deal with law enforcement in its current state and go through the system so that if you feel certain laws need to be redone, they get redone. Correct the minor errors, because whether it's keeping innocent people out of jail or making sure that law enforcement doesn't abuse their power, both categories, for people that either abuse power or innocent people getting put in jail, both categories are less than 1%. There's almost no other organization in the world that's that effective. So it really could be a lot worse. But that's my 50 cents. That's me doing trash talk. The easy way, even though it was on hard. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have other topics of discussion, let me know. I do work in law enforcement, so if you have questions about why certain things are done, stuff like that, let me know and I'll try to answer those. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll try to get people from the crew on later, either today, this week, whatever, and actually do some fun stuff. So check us out, Smoking Jacks. We like to have fun, fuck shit up, and basically rule the online world. So thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Have fun and stay frosty.